Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and for today's reading, we are doing a timeless pick a card video today. This reading is going to be giving you a snapshot of your week ahead. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is getting some general energies that you all can just be aware of as you're navigating into the upcoming week. And I'm going to pull general messages, love messages to see if there's anything going on in your love life that you need to know, and just lots of really, really good advice so you guys can be prepared for this upcoming week. As I mentioned, this video is timeless, you guys. So regardless of whenever you're feeling guided to view this video, there's a message here for you. So whether you choose to view the video the day that I post it, the day that it's uploaded, or you choose to view the video like 6 weeks from now, whenever you're feeling intuitively guided to view this video, go ahead and view it because it's timeless. There's likely a message that's here for you. I will say, you guys, as always, these readings are general in nature, so take whatever resonates with you, leave behind anything that doesn't. If you do want to book a personal reading, I do offer those services, and you can check the description box down below to see how to go about booking those. Also, last disclaimer before we get into our card selection, please remember, you all, that these predictive style readings are not set in stone, right? The future is not set in stone. So this is just going to give you kind of a snapshot of the energy that's headed your way based off where you're currently at, the frequency you're currently on. So if you see something predicted out for you in this reading and you don't like it, just remember you have the free will to switch up your energy, switch up your actions, and create something totally new and different for yourself. All right, so I think those are all my disclaimers. Let's go ahead and get into our card selection. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your upcoming week ahead. Choose the card or crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively guided to. Go ahead and check the description box so that you can use the timestamp to fast forward to your reading. Hey there, group number one. So if you all chose the orange calcite, let's go ahead and find out what is coming in for you this week. So I am going to start off by pulling an astrology card for you so that we can kind of gauge the overall energy that you're working with as you navigate your week ahead. So for you, pile number one, we have the fourth house, roots. Okay. So fourth house has to do with kind of like our home, our environment. Okay. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys this week, there's something here centered around maybe your home life, your family life. We have the message of roots here. So I'm also thinking of like your ancestors, the foundations that you have laid down for yourselves. And I think for some of you, I feel like intuitively this week could also be about laying down roots for something new. But the thing about the fourth house, that's just important to note is that sometimes this can also have to do with us like wanting to like stay in our comfort zone a little bit. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys this week, this home life, this environment, your environment is going to be of significance here. And if some of you all are wanting to manifest something, you may find that you're struggling with kind of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, okay? Or staying maybe a little bit too secluded. But let's kind of see what else comes through in the tarot cards. So definitely overall energies here have to do with your home life, your environment, laying down a foundation for something. So from the tarot, we have the Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Wands. We also have the Magician. You know, this is interesting because you guys did choose an orange calcite as your crystal. And so I was kind of getting the vibe here that maybe you guys were drawn to this crystal's energy because you're needing like a boost of confidence. You're needing a boost of literally inspiration. Makes a lot of sense with that message of the fourth house of maybe the environment or being too comfortable or feeling secluded, right? So I do think that a lot of you might be working on manifestation this week because we also have the message of the Magician here as well. So there's definitely something that you all are feeling sparked to create this week, or you're searching for that spark or that inspiration to be able to create and manifest. And it has to do with building a foundation for something for your future, or even just something around the home life, right? Night of Inspiration, this is a very passionate energy, very fast-paced energy. So I do feel there's this energy of really wanting to go after something that you're feeling really, really excited about, going after something that really brings you a lot of creative inspiration and feels really, really fun. Like, I'm just feeling a lot of really high energy when I'm taking a look at these cards, the way that they're laid out here. A lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of activity. So there's definitely something new that you guys are working on creating this week. And specifically surrounding building a foundation here in the home life. Sorry, I feel like I said that a million times. Okay, next card. Oh my God, that's crazy. So we have the root chakra, foundation. It says foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. Root chakra, hematite. So hematite may also be another crystal that you all want to look into working with this week. And hematite is a really great grounding stone, and it's really great to help balance out your root chakra. Hematite is also a really good stone that helps when you have a really scattered energy. So I feel like maybe for a lot of you guys, there's so much excitement, there's so much passion and inspiration and this wanting to create. There may be a little bit of a need to kind of ground yourselves this week and make sure that your energy isn't too scattered with that hematite. You know, you have a couple messages here. Your overall energy is about a foundation, right? With the fourth house as well. Now we have the foundation card here with the root chakra. So I definitely feel there could be a lot of excitement that you all are navigating through this week, and you're being guided here with this root chakra card to make sure that you are just staying focused on prioritizing, staying focused on the things that are important. And definitely, by all means, be excited, have that high energy, but make sure that the energy is being directed in a way that is productive. Does that make sense? Make sure it's directed in a way that's productive, that's really going to help you toward building this foundation. Don't be impulsive, I guess, is the message coming through here, because you do have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, while there's a lot of energy behind this card and behind this figure, it can be impulsive, okay? Next message, future. This says you may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. Yeah, you guys are definitely in for a fun week ahead. You have a lot of fun colors here, lots of fun energy, high energy for sure. But I definitely think the message of future really resonates, because I do feel that for a lot of you guys who chose this pile, this week is going to be about you kind of putting steps forward toward manifesting the future that you want. And there could be travel in the future for a few of you. I love these cards because I feel like they have little, like very specific little messages within them. So for some of you that picked this pile, this could be a message that resonates with you. Maybe there's something around traveling or hosting someone that's coming through here soon. So final messages I have for you, pile one, are love life. So we'll just see if there's anything with love and romance that comes through for you today. Okay, so we have the message of summer and the message of anticipation. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even with your love life, pile one, it continues to have this really like high energy kind of excitement behind it. So it could be for some of you all that maybe you're connecting with someone this week. Maybe this Knight of Wands is a potential love interest for a few of you that are out there. That when I think of summer, I think of like this summer love, like that really just fun, exciting, just passionate connection. Maybe not always the most long-lived connection, but there's a lot of fun behind it and a lot of passion behind it. And I think that makes a lot of sense with that Knight of Wands energy coming through here in your reading for this week. And with that message of anticipation, again, I just feel like a lot of excitement, even around your love life, pile one. So I think just in general for you all this week, it's about kind of making sure that you're channeling this high energy, this exciting energy that you have all around you, and making sure you're channeling it in a way that is focused and helping you to better kind of ground your efforts into practical plans that are going to help you toward the future goals that you have. looking really, really positive. So I would love to hear from you, pile one, how these messages resonated with you. So please leave me a comment down below in the comment box and let me know. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys can also follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I'll have my Instagram linked down below here for you if you're curious to check me out there. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 2. So if you guys chose this little rhodonite stone, let's go ahead and see what energy you all are working with this week. So I'm going to start off by pulling an astrology card so that we can kind of get an idea of the overall energy that you are moving through as you navigate your week ahead. So let's see here, pile 2. So what do we have? We have the 11th house of friends. Ooh, okay. So friendships are going to be of significance for you this week, pile 2. So yeah, so the 11th house, it does talk about friends. It talks about friendships. I definitely think that's going to be the prominent theme for a lot of you this week, just because I'm intuitively reading the card. But for others of you out there that maybe friendships is not the significant energy of the week, something else to think about with the 11th house, it also has to do with our groups. It has to do with groups and how we relate to others and what types of connections we find ourselves in. The other thing to also remember too with the 11th house of friends is about like how you guys are standing out when you're with your friends, or how you guys set yourselves apart from the group. So even though we're talking here about, you know, friends and groups that should be supporting you, this is also about them supporting you for being an individual versus wanting you to be just like them. Does that make sense? So this week, I'm definitely getting a vibe here that the overall energy you all are working through definitely has to do with something to do with your friendships, something to do with groups, something to look out for as it pertains to the connections in your life, okay? Let's pull your tarot messages. So we have the 4 of Voices and the 2 of Inspiration. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm really picking up on a very reflective energy here for you, pile 2. So you know, it's interesting because when I think of friendships, I think of like fun and joy and just that supporting of one another. You can kind of see here the 3, I think they're muses that are depicted in this card, and they're just like in support of one another, loving each other. But I do feel a little bit of isolation here for you, pile 2. You have the 4 of Voices, the 4 of Swords. So you're definitely in this reflective mode as it pertains to your connections in your life. I'm being drawn here to these rose petals. When I think of red roses, I think of love. And so I wonder if some of you might be moving through a time where maybe you're needing to take a break from friendships and kind of focus on self-love. Maybe there's been some sort of betrayal or some sort of heartbreak with your friends in the recent past, or with groups in the recent past. And so this week is kind of about maybe distancing yourself from that energy and taking the time to love on yourself and think about maybe the lessons that were learned here. And I do see, you know, with the 2 of Inspiration, this wanting to kind of expand, this wanting to kind of connect, explore even. So though maybe you're taking some distance, maybe from groups, there's still this wanting and this willingness to maybe try something new, or discover something new, or maybe join a new group, or learn about a different type of person or group of people than maybe you've connected with in the past. So it's like reflective and resting, but also contemplative and like wanting to search and learn more around your connections in your life. Let's take a look at your chakra. So we have the solar plexus. This says abundance. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. Yeah. So I do think this is a really, this is a great message, pile 2, because I definitely am sensing that there might be a little bit of a disconnect here for some of you as it pertains to maybe a certain friendship or a certain connection in your life, or just maybe just connections in general. You know, maybe some of you find yourselves being more introspective or introverted, and though you're wanting to connect, there seems to be this feeling of like hesitancy that I'm picking up on, right? And it can feel when you've been betrayed, or it can feel you know, whether you've been betrayed or whether you just haven't had success in making connections that really resonate with you, sometimes it can feel like, man, there's just really no one out there. But what the solar plexus is telling us here is that it's all about your mindset. It's all about what you choose to see and how you choose to see it. So if you are of this mindset that like, hey, there's just no one out there that I really connect with, then that's what you're going to manifest in for yourself. That's what you're going to always see. But if you're looking for connection, and if you're looking and choosing to have the mindset of, you know, people are interesting, people want to connect with me, that's what you're going to discover as you're exploring. I do think too, citrine is noted here. So I do think that citrine could be a great card for you all to work with, especially if you're kind of on the verge of maybe wanting to explore new connections or friendships, but not really being certain of how to progress forward. Solar plexus has to do with our confidence and our willpower to go out and do things and take action. So working with citrine might really help you guys to kind of balance out the solar plexus and maybe boost your confidence. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next card here. So we have the message of surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. Yeah, you see, I definitely was picking up on some sort of disappointment around friendships for some of you with that Four of Swords energy here. So maybe there's something that you guys find out this week that makes you kind of take a step back. But it definitely is saying here to continue to be optimistic, because there's always people out there. There's always abundant energy out there, and people that are going to want to connect with you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look now. Your last messages here, pile 2, are about love and romance. Let's see if there's anything of significance coming through here for you this week. So we have the message of perfect match. Okay, that's what's up. And then we have lip service. Yeah, I kind of feel, hold on, let me slow down. I just keep going and going. Typical Gemini, can't just take a breath, can't come up for air. So what these two cards are telling me today for you, pile 2, I think that this wanting to explore connection may also be spilling over into your love life, because here with the message of perfect match, I feel like you guys are really desiring to manifest or connect with that perfect partner. So whether it's friends or whether or not you guys are wanting to manifest love into your life or not, I definitely feel that this energy of wanting to find the right person is pertaining to like all types of connections in your life this week. That realization, right? With lip service coming up, I feel like this is maybe this is part of the problem that you guys have been experiencing in your connections, where it's like people are maybe saying one thing and then acting another way, and that could be causing some of the disappointment or the disconnect that you've been feeling. You know, so I think it's about you guys being more aware of that, being more aware of what people say, and really assessing, like, do the actions match the words? And I think that pertains not only in your love life, but in all connections. Genuine friendship is kind of what I'm getting, as well as genuine love, genuine romance as well. You don't want connections that are just lip service, right? Like, you want those connections that are going to really support you and celebrate you. So pile 2, I think that's all that I'm seeing coming through for you for your messages. It definitely looks like you have a very reflective week ahead. So please drop me a comment below. I want to hear from you. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. If you made it this far into the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you guys are aware of when I'm posting new content. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, I'll have my handle linked down below. If you want to follow me there, I post a lot of free content, pick a cards on Instagram as well. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. So if you all chose this little, I think this is a lepidolite. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what energies you guys are working with this week. So I am going to start off by pulling an astrology card so that we can take a look at kind of the overall energy that you all are working with this week. So we have here for you, pile 3, the 6th house of routine. Okay. So you guys have kind of a very practical week ahead. So I definitely feel like for you guys this week is going to be all about just kind of getting things done. This is about 6th house is ruled by Virgo. Virgo is all about kind of putting in that hard work, right? And it's a mutable sign as well. So when we think of the mutable signs, I always think of like flexibility, being able to kind of flow. So I do think for some of you, while you are working hard this week, there is maybe a message here to try to like think about, your routine a little bit differently. Maybe try to be a little bit more flexible as it pertains to some aspect of your day-to-day routine. Another message coming through for some is health, because the sixth house has to do with our routines as it pertains to like work. It also has to do with health and fitness and living a healthy lifestyle. So I do think for some of you out there this week, maybe about, tapping into your routine around your health. So does this have to do with your eating habits? Maybe going to the gym? Is it something to do with going to doctor's appointments? Something having to do with your physical health is going to be of significance for some out there, okay? Let's take a look at your tarot cards. You guys actually had 3 that jumped out of this deck, so you will have an extra one. So we have the Knight of Materials, the 9 of Materials, okay. And then we have the Page of Materials. This is so funny. All Pentacles. Materials are Pentacles in this deck, if you didn't know. That's hilarious, you guys, because literally like the 6th house, this is just all about your routine and doing your work, right? And you have all Pentacles, which are also about that. So yeah, kind of collectively what I'm getting from this, you guys, is that this week ahead is really just going to be about you being on your grind. It's going to be really about you putting forth the effort into doing really, really good work. And with this 9 of Pentacles that's here, this is a really, really great card. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be like feeling like that money is flowing, financial abundance. I think that you're feeling really independent this week. This is like one of my personal absolute favorite cards to get in a daily reading or weekly reading, because this is just about like not having any worries in the world as it pertains to your money and your coin. Okay, like you guys are independent people and you've got everything that you need to feel safe and secure this week. So that is very, very positive. And I do see that this is all coming through your hard work. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is all about taking steps forward toward your financial abundance and your work and putting in that, detail-oriented hard work and effort to be able to really achieve that return on investment. Okay. Some of you guys may be learning something new this week as well. Remember we talked in the beginning about maybe needing to switch something up as it pertains to your routine. Page of Pentacles is oftentimes about kind of learning something new, educating yourself on something new, school, starting off on some sort of a new learning journey, if you will. So I definitely think there could be something that you may be switching up this week that you're infusing into your routine, okay? Let's take a look at your chakra card. Ooh, so you guys have chakra balance, equilibrium. It says all things work best in conjunction with all things. So this week, I think you guys are I personally feel like y'all are feeling very balanced this week. That's just the feeling that I'm getting when I'm looking at your reading. But if you do feel for some reason, like something is out of whack when it comes to your routine this week, you all are being guided to work on balancing out your chakras. So they have a list of all the stones here that would, correspond with each chakra. But if you don't have crystals or you're not into crystals, one thing that you guys can do is do a chakra balancing meditation. I think that could be important whether you're feeling off balance or not, because you guys are working hard this week. You've got a lot going on. So you do want to check in with yourself to make sure that things are feeling good internally within you. I do have a chakra balancing meditation linked in one of my playlists that's from Meditative Mind. So if you guys just navigate over to my playlist section of my channel, I'll have like a list that says my favorite meditations, and there's a quick like 20-minute one for all of the chakras in there if you want to try that one out. Okay, let's take a look at the next message. So we have the message of jealousy. What? This says, watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. So that's interesting. I wasn't really necessarily picking up on outside factors with the majority of your message, pile 3, but maybe for some of you that is a very specific message that's coming through for you this week, that you just want to be kind of cautious of, how much you're sharing with everybody out there. You guys do have a lot going for you this week. So, there's always people that when you're up doing great things, there's always going to be those people that want to knock you down and knock you off your horse, right? So maybe just be a little bit discerning if you're feeling some sort of sketchy energy with people in your life this week around like the plans and maybe the new things you're learning. But I definitely feel that message of spending time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. I think that falls right in line with chakra balancing. And I'm noticing too, just as I'm looking at your cards. You guys have a lot of nature imagery in these cards, especially this Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Materials, how she's like out in nature, just like flowing and so free. Same thing with the other cards as well. So maybe this week you guys can find solace and find that balance through going out, for a walk, whether it's like around your neighborhood or maybe you guys go for a little hike, just something where you can kind of get away and ground yourselves. All right, pile 3. So the last message we have is going to be love life related. So we're going to take a look and just kind of see if there's anything of significance happening in love this week. Okay, I would say no. Sorry, just kidding. I was very sarcastic the way I said that. Yeah, so you guys have the caged heart. This talks about damage. So it could be that you all are still kind of maybe healing from a love situation from the past. Honestly, this reading, pile 3, it does not feel like a love life reading at all. It does not feel like a love week for you at all. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really surprised to see something come up that kind of seems like love isn't really even on your mind. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It doesn't even feel like some of you are really looking around for love. It's like you're more focused on your own abundant energy and kind of your own personal routine and schedule this week. So yeah, maybe there is a message here for some that there could be some work that needs to be done around your heart space, because this does indicate that there is a little bit of a blockage here. So I think it just depends on what you're looking for, group 3. Like if you're someone who's wanting to draw love into your life, it might be worth looking into some sort of activities or exercises or getting help to sort of uncover what the blockage is that's sort of preventing you from drawing that love into your life. But for others of you, I'd almost just kind of see this as like you're just not really interested in love this week. So you have the wall up, you're focusing on other things. So I think those are all the messages coming through for you, pile number 3. So please leave me a comment down below and let me know how this reading resonated with you. I'm super curious to hear your feedback. If you made it to the end of this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you guys know when I'm uploading new content. And if you do want to connect with me, I do have an Instagram as well, Melissa Doll Tarot. I'll have that link down below. I do post a lot of additional content there. If you guys are looking for free content, definitely give me a follow. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.